Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising sign. Now, this is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life, because this is your message. And if you're not a Gemini and this has found you, it is absolutely your message. It's yours. It would only show up on your feed at just the time that you needed to hear it. And this is the message that you need to hear now. This is where your message begins. This is what the world card, and the world card in reverse is like, there's still like an open-ended, like the cycle hasn't finished. There's something that's still going. And it may be, much to your dismay that it's still going, but it is, it's like, it's wide open. It hasn't resolved itself, at least not to the way that you would have wanted it to, or this is not completed. Now, maybe you thought that it was completed, but it is not completed. And we're going to find out which that is. Because this is the universe alerting you to say, well, you've still got more to deal with here. You've still got more to contend with, or there is still more coming, right? And then we have a little bit of insight provided, something that is about maybe work, or something that you've committed yourself long-term to, or something that you would take very seriously so that you're going very slow with it, or it's money that is still trickling in and it's not moving quickly. It's not moving fast. Could have something to do with a connection, a relationship, or a promise that you made somebody else. And ultimately, it could be a promise you made somebody else, or help that you tried to give to somebody else that reached out to you, or that has been reaching out to you. This could also be that somebody is reaching out to you for some sort of connection, assistance, or insight. This usually reflects a DM or, direct message, if you didn't know what that meant. Direct message, email, or a phone call from a loved one, from somebody that's connected, maybe somebody that you didn't realize they've been dealing with this for you, right? And it's almost like it's like you're gonna get contacted about from this person that has been slowly dealing with it for you, or taking care of it for you, that it hasn't finished up, or it hasn't ended. They may be reaching out to let you know this. This is like almost perfect Mercury retrograde stuff that you didn't even know that it was ongoing or that it was happening. This could also be more personal. It could be less nickels and bolts or dollars and cents, and more they're reaching out to you because they're still carrying a torch for you. They still have like a sense of value when it comes to whatever it is the two of you had between each other. And they're reaching out to you. They're getting a text message because this is open-ended. This is still something that they feel like has value, or that they value in some way. So this is incoming message. It's coming to you, and it's with regards to this. I don't know, somebody else still holds value, or has been holding value, and needs you to know it. Now, when it comes to dollars and cents, this could be that you owe somebody money, right? This could be that you or that they've been covering a bill for you, and you don't necessarily owe them money, but they've been covering a bill for you that you didn't even know that was being covered. And now it's like, why would they contact you to let you know it? Because they don't want to cover it anymore. Like something like that. Or this is, I got a message this person. They're going to message you because they felt like they had to reach out, because they have been carrying this sense of value, or they have been, this has been ongoing, and maybe you didn't know it, but now you're going to know it. Either way, this is unresolved. This being present tells us that it's not just this person who feels this way. This is an actual thing that's happening. So there is something that isn't finished. So on a more personal note, this is way more subjective, right? You may feel like you've completely ended something, and they may feel like, no, I still carry feelings for you. Well, the universe is saying you haven't closed this up. And if you want to, you can. But there's something unfinished here. There's something that hasn't been wrapped up. So that you need to communicate that where you're at, right? Or else there's going to be this perception of it still being wide open. And if you're I'm not saying all of you are doing this, but if you're intentionally stringing somebody along, this is a warning. Wrap it the fuck up. However you want to interpret that. Okay? Wrap it up, because it's going to snap on you if you don't take some responsibility for it. And a lot of times we can be doing something intentional. We've been getting away with it for so long. We think, oh, no one's ever going to find out, or it's not a big deal. You forget what a big deal it is. This is your if that's you guys, there's intentions behind it. You better wrap it up. You better wrap it up, and you better find a way to conclude it, because that's when things start to snap. That's when 10 of Swords energy comes in. That's when Tower energy comes in. So these are wonderful readings. These are wonderful alerts, like an alert system. That if you've been engaging in that kind of quasi-manipulative, or at the very least neglectful and irresponsible, you've been ignoring something, get on it. If you get on it now, you'll still maintain control of it. It won't wash over you. You can get a grip on this. You can get a handle on this. This is good stuff. If you don't, and this is the kind of thing that you message that you would be like, screw it, I'm good. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That's this kind of message is precursory to the Tower. Okay, then I'm going to come in on a universal level, and I'm just going to let everything collapse. So this could be, it's like, go check your old bills. Something could have been tallying up for a while, and you already owe $300. You didn't even know you owed 20. Go check it out, because it's gonna get to a point where it collapses, and then like 3 months from now you get $1,000 bill, and you're like, wait, what? So go check it. Especially being Gemini, being ruled by Mercury. This has been a tough Mercury retrograde, man. It has been killer. Okay, so. Go back and check all of those old, like, automatic withdrawals and stuff like that. Like, go back and check, because this is going to be stacking up. This is going to be adding up, and you're not going to like the outcome of this if you don't get eyes on this. What is this about the waiting game? I love this. I was like, why am I being called to this deck now? I usually use this deck in the extended. Read it and read, my friends. The waiting game and movement choices. Movement choices and decisions. So you made a decision to just wait this out, or to see where this goes. The universe is coming in and saying, time's up, my friends. Wrap it up. Close this out. Why are you being told this? Because this isn't bad. This isn't, oh, things are really bad. This is, you got to get a handle on this, because they're going to get bad from this point forward if you don't. So wrap this up. On a more personal note, you know what wrap it up could mean. You might want to ensure that happens. Because if you've been stooping somebody and it hasn't been serious, or you've been stringing them along, guess what? They've been stooping other people too. And at this point, you may think, oh, this is so cool. This is under control. You're not going to like the little buggies that get introduced to you. Okay? You're not going to like the complications that may come, because different elements have been added. Circumstances have changed. We all do this in one area of our life and the other. We let things slack off because it's not a priority, right? We got shit on our mind. Like, this could make, for most of you, this is not intentional at all. This is negligence because of distractions. This is life. That's fine. But there is something that you need to pay attention to now, or else it's going to get wildly out of control. And for those of y'all who immediately, and I'm going to tell you, how do you know what it is? What is it, Michelle? What did you think of immediately when I started this message? Because if it was immediately, oh, I've been stringing somebody along, or, I've had that booty call, I've had that friends with benefits, wrap it up, change it, or disconnect, because this is about to get a little cray. This is about to, like, shit hit the fan kind of energy. Either their emotions are too much and they're about to get obsessed with you, or they've been sleeping with other people too, and you've been lucky this whole time and you ain't going to be lucky anymore. So it's like process and procedure needs to change, because the system has gotten gummed up and dirty. I love these conversations. Like, I love this. Let's get a moon card because we're getting a moon card. We're getting a full moon in 2 days. Damn. Time flies, dude. And if you want a reading on that, you can go to my Vimeo page. Go to my Vimeo page. It's free. That one is free. The moon predictions, I do moon predictions for the full moon and the new moon, and that's all on Vimeo. And you can just watch that video. It's like 8 minutes long for free. And then you have the extended readings underneath if you want to purchase. But you can get that prediction there. Bada bing. This is interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. We have a full moon in Aquarius. This is showing up as full moon in Leo. But that's an Aquarian cycle as well. Because full moon in Leo happens in Aquarius season. And full moon in Aquarius happens in Leo season. That is where we are now. We are in Leo season, and there's about to be a full moon. That's going to be in Aquarius. Don't let pride get in your way. What do you need to look at? What do you need to see? Don't take this arrogance about it. Warning. Warning. Don't let your pride convince you you can continue to handle this. The universe is coming through loud and clear saying, no, you can't. You can handle it as of right now. You have about a week to take care of this shit. It will get out of your control really quickly. So those of you who are smart are going to let that pride be like, oh, don't fucking talk to me, pride. I'm going to handle this. I'm going to take care of it. We're going to clean this shit up. Those of you who are stupid are going to be like, I don't need to deal with this. I've got this covered. Not a big deal. Or pride is going to go the other way and say, I don't want to face this. I don't want to confront it. I'm ashamed of it. I'm guilty of it. And I want to pretend like it never happened. That's a form of pride too. Whatever it is, it's your brain being prideful, trying to convince you that you don't have to do anything about this, or you want to put it away and not do anything about it. Bad choice. Don't let your past hold you back. This is in reverse, which means that you made a decision or a choice, or this is carrying where this is hindering, or you chose to not move forward. You chose to do the same thing. This is in the past. You chose to do the same thing or stay in your comfort zone emotionally. So on some level, my friends, intuitively, you've known that this shit had to go. And you've fucking held on to this. This is why you're getting, time is up, bitches. Time is up. That's why you're getting this message now. Time is up. And I can see that this would be like beyond the Gemini message. Like if a bunch of you are getting this in your feed and it's like you're not Gemini at all, because this could be a universal message for a lot of people during Mercury retrograde, which rules Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini. Is it saying that you've known about this for a while? You've known that you had to handle this, but you always put it off. You always put it off. You always put it off. There's no putting it off anymore. This is it. Final week, final notice. After this, shit hits the fan. You can't let this keep going. You can't. What do you need to... Read it and weep, my friends. What do you need to release? The cards are being really blunt here with you. Very rarely do I see the cards being this, but very rarely can I interpret it this bluntly. What do you need to stop? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to release? There's something here, and for some of you, it's absolutely on a personal note, and you've been holding on, and you've been drawing this out, and you've known that you had to stop it. You've known that you had to let it go. You've known that it was unhealthy. You've known, and yet for one reason after another, you just haven't stopped it. Better clean your shit up. What do you need to release? This could also be emotional. There could be some emotional connection here, sure. Doesn't matter. All that matters is at this point is that it needs to be let go of. I mean, listen, I'm going to ask you, I think it is different for all of you, but if we could just get a hint of what it is, maybe there's a lot of other, it involves a lot of other people, a lot of other perspective, a lot of other competition, especially if this is a personal matter. There's more people involved than you have added up. There's even more people added to the mix that you don't have any control over or say over anymore. Right? New people have gotten added that you don't have predictions or variables for. You don't have counterattacks for. New people have entered this mix. Right? If this is more financial or business, professional, maybe your company sold to another company and now there are new eyes on this and there are new expectations on this. And you're not going to be able to scapegoat it or get away with it anymore. So get your eyes on this so that you can impress your leadership team or whatever it is and say, I've noticed this, I picked this up, this has to be cleaned up. That, if you guys take action in that way now, proactive, that'll knock you out of the park and set you ahead of the game. When you get messages like this, you got 2 ways to go. Ignore it and get trashed, universe style. And it's going to hurt. Or take action on it and get catapulted ahead, universe style. And that's going to feel glorious. So this is it. This is, you got the choice. I can't choose for you. I can just tell you the choice is yours. And you've reached the end of the line of doing nothing. The end of the line of sort of neglecting this or being lazy about it. But more people, this has got to do with the fact that on some level, you already knew more people were involved. You already knew different people had eyes on it. More people have entered the picture and you absolutely have no control over them. That's the judgment. 100%, this is the cards coming out and saying, this is major arcana. This is the time to realize you've been stagnant for too long. It's also saying, wake up and realize you've left yourself very vulnerable here. You've been in limbo for too long. We see you now. Got to do something about it. You got to make this choice. You want more info? I hope so, because I hope to continue this conversation with me over in the extended. I'll see you guys there.